Welcome everyone to the Culture Society podcast, where we strive to give you the latest in news, information, entertainment, and discuss topics that just make you ponder, make you think, whet the palate, if you will, of the mind, in hopes that you continue similar conversations amongst yourselves. It's your guy Marco Glorious here with the whole crew. We got the whole crew today. Yes indeed. Who else is here?
Miyanna, Joye.
Say a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to say a little bit about myself. I'm a single mom, 3 kids, entrepreneur, and a peace ambassador for the Universal Federation of Peace United States.
Mm.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
I didn't say anything about myself.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
You gotta
my
say
fault.
something.
I'm Marco Glorious. People might know me from being the former host of the New Jersey and the Brooklyn Nets for a while. The audience producer, Emmy-nominated audience producer of the Wendy Williams Show. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Actor, socialite, all-around cool guy.
Yes, and muscles. Women muscles.
Oh, you talking about?
All I see is muscles.
I said, how you doing? My name is Wolf Critton. I wish you went last because that's kind of hard to follow.
Yeah.
Those credentials. I don't know. I'm a musician. I'm endorsed by Luna Guitars. Also endorsed by 7.5 Clothing, which is a military company. I'm an Iraq War veteran. I've been doing music
thank
for
you
10
for your
years.
service, my
Right
guy.
on, right on.
Absolutely.
Felt like the right thing to do.
More muscles, ladies.
I'm an athlete through the Wounded Warrior Project, along with Warhorse for Veterans, and I always have something going on. So this is actually the most exciting venture I'm on as of to date.
Hey.
So
Nah, man.
let's do it.
Let's go.
Hello, I'm Cynthia, Gitonga. I mean, I'm not as cool as y'all. I model. That's about it.
That's
you know,
awesome. That is
I
cool.
know, that's-
You guys
Cynthia's
gotta
gorgeous.
see her. You gotta
That's
follow her on
great.
Instagram.
She is statuesque.
Yes,
Listen,
she is.
okay,
I'm
fellas,
glad
because you was
to
talking
be
about the
here.
ladies. You know what I'm saying? We fellas,
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
two beautiful ladies in the room. Like, trust me when I say, believe when I say, both of them, gorgeous. All right, I just had to say that.
Good flavors.
That's the truth. You're just being honest, you know. Hey,
But yeah, thank you
All
guys for
right.
having me. I'm
Absolutely. We're
excited.
so
Oh, we're happy
Thank
you're
you.
here.
Thank you for inviting me.
very happy you're here.
So the topic, Miyanna, I don't know if you want to state the topic that we're gonna get into today.
Yeah, so it's the rise of the black woman and the downfall of the black male.
Downfall.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
it's a very tough topic. I mean, women right now are thriving. Black women are the top entrepreneurs right now, and we basically are doing a lot more. And I don't want to try to get it under anybody's feathers,
Sheesh.
but we're doing a lot more than men these days.
Facts is facts.
I'm just saying, yeah, facts is facts.
I mean, you know what? I can agree with that statement. I mean, are they facts? Maybe yes. I do feel
Percentages wise.
There are facts in there.
Yeah, you
Percentages.
saying that with conviction, Cynthia?
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh.
Sorry.
Okay.
She's doing her thing. Come
But
on,
not downplaying, but I'm
The
just
black
saying
male,
that,
yeah.
But there
I
are
do
facts.
feel that in this day and age, there have been some sort of role reversing when it comes
Yes.
to men and women. The quote unquote feminist movement has been booming. I have my I have questions about the whole feminist movement. Like some things I don't get. I don't get certain things a lot. You know what? I'm going to be a little bit reserved on that on my next statement. But there's some things that I have questions about in regards to this whole feminist movement. The role reversal situation, yeah, I do feel that women these days, yeah, are booming. Women of color, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
it's a fun time.
the Me Too movement has greatly contributed
It's empowered.
to that.
It's empowered.
It's definitely
Yeah.
empowered
Yeah, man.
all women.
It has.
And you look at, like, when you say the downfall of the black man, like, I think
It's a
about,
strong
like,
statement.
I think about our very notable celebrities
Yes.
who have been
Caught.
caught, or have they been systematically targeted?
Exactly.
Both. A little bit of both.
You know what I mean? I don't know, because
Definitely.
like Bill Cosby hurt me to my core. Like, I was on the Cosby Show when I was a kid. Like, that hurt me to my core.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, are we still waiting on some sort of ramifications, repercussions in regards to Harvey Weinstein?
Mhm.
Why? What's the
Yeah.
difference? You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, it's the truth.
Oh, okay. That was the, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Does
Yeah.
anybody else know the difference?
Exactly.
I'm lost. I mean, my main thing is just noticing, like you said, the Me Too movement has definitely empowered a lot of women in a great way.
100%. Yeah.
It's undeniable. You know, as far as like the downfall of black men, and the rise of women, it's a long time coming. Queens are earning their crowns.
Absolutely. That was a great statement.
So, yeah, man.
I mean, though, but like,
Yeah.
it's what's concerning to me is that like so many of our male blacks, celebrities have almost, they're going down, or they're trying to have them go down with almost like an asterisk next to their name. Like Michael Jackson has been dead and gone
for years.
and he was cleared when he passed.
Yeah, now they chopping that tree again.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
and his poor daughter, she just was it yesterday they found her like she almost trying to commit suicide.
Are you serious?
I don't even know about this.
Yeah,
Wow.
So I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. That's my guy.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, she just she's hospitalized. Well, they let her out now, but she tried to slit her wrist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's super unfortunate. But
That's crazy.
not for nothing, I have not watched the Neverland
yeah,
documentary.
I haven't
I
watched
watched
it.
that a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can't sit through it.
I will
I
at
can't.
some point.
I just can't.
I'm not a big fan. I mean,
It was
I used to break dance and stuff like that. And back in the day when I was a kid, like I actually took Wade Robinson's one of his classes. He used to teach dance at Broadway Dance Center here in the city. And when I tell you, this dude used to big up Michael regularly.
Yeah.
Regularly. When Michael passed, he did a tribute concert with Janet where he performed behind Janet. Like, not for nothing, fam. If you really have these feelings harbored deep inside about somebody who sexually abused you, I don't think you would be doing these things.
Yeah,
Like, you would not,
the water's muddy. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but what I was saying was that asterisk next to a men of color's names, like, you can't think. There's very few that you can think of that we have that just have, hey, they were just dope at what they did in their career. You know what I mean? Like,
No, it's the truth.
Like-
and I feel like they're just trying to erase the black males. And eventually, like, okay, they're taking them off of Spotify and all this other stuff. Eventually, they'll be out of the history books because it won't be allowed because of all the crimes.
yeah.
When people like Elvis, who dated, a 12 or 14-year-old?
Priscilla, it was his wife.
Yes.
No,
At
you-
14.
And he
def-
dated more than one young girl too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was his thing. He loved to date young girls. And Priscilla just became his wife.
Oh, wow. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And
Yeah.
that's what's crazy. His name will live on while our legends like Michael Jackson and R. Kelly, which is also an R&B legend.
Oh, well, and it's like you
Get
said,
Emmett
disintegrated.
Kells.
with the,
I know,
the
right?
I like
with
my
the-
I
Mm.
bet it was your dude. Marco. Him and his nasty shell.
I mean, with the Me Too movement, you see a erasing of our history at the same time. You know,
Well, there is a separation when it comes to like the Me Too movement, even the
it's like once that
feminist
came
movement.
in, now you see like the world just trying to erase literally everything that we did that was great.
Well, the world is empowering the black woman at the same time.
The downfall. of
Are they
black
trying
men.
to bamboozle?
No, definitely.
Is that like
100%.
what's the phrase, the old okey doke type switch? Like,
rope a dope?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think as people of color, we get distracted very easily.
Oh yeah.
And
Definitely.
we get distracted by entertainment.
Yes, because it's in our blood. Like we love the sounds, the rhythms, like
The music, the
know,
culture,
that's
you know,
all about. We're all about art.
you know, where they say, you know what, we'll target something, we'll target someone, dangle that, everybody will look
Yeah.
here in that direction.
Mhm.
Well, meanwhile, in this direction, we're making sure that this person is okay. Who
It's
actually
like a
Yeah,
cultural
like-
ADHD.
In Illinois, they passed the law where you can't. It's a felony to record police officers.
No.
Yes, with
really?
your cell phones, it's a felony in Illinois now. And while everybody was focused on R. Kelly and all this other stuff, they're
Hold on,
passing
son.
laws that affect us.
ain't Chicago in Illinois?
Just saying. And then at the end of the day, also the incarceration rate of black males at almost 40%.
Skyrocket.
You guys seen the documentary 13th, correct?
I haven't.
Oh wow, you slacking. So
I am slacking.
We're gonna have to watch that together. But I mean, I said the statement like, are we systematically being targeted?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And you say definitely.
Definitely. I think even from children, like I had to reprogram my kids to not think in their minds that white is the best. And it may sound racist, but I have to, in order to change their mind, I had to be like, no, brown is the best, and it's awesome to be brown, and it's better than everything. And like I have 3 black kids, like and it's reprogramming them and teaching them about our history, which they don't teach.
You know, I saw do that well, Killer Mike. I don't know if you guys have seen that documentary, and he goes through like schools and everything. He's very very
awesome.
big on that. Yeah,
we actually
had,
I do want to watch it. We had Killer Mike on the Wendy show, and he was promoting that. And Killer Mike is somebody who's very knowledgeable. Like, and as a rapper, like, I appreciate people like that who like really bring knowledge to the forefront.
No, we need it because our history is gonna die. Like, if we don't.
I mean, they can't kill the history, but as I said, they're tainting the history. Like, you think about greats like Kobe Bryant. Oh, great basketball player, did his thing, but he was known to rape a white girl. Or, but
Kobe?
Yeah, you ain't hear about
No.
Kobe.
Raping.
He almost got divorced off of that, like because this
It
white.
was really
and then she was
like,
ugly too, right?
That played an element.
It was like a young girl, but it was really more like she was like a groupie. I don't know. I'm from Texas, so when we were like in Houston, we were like laughing at it, and no one believed it. They're like, "Come on, this is a groupie.
Yeah.
This is not rape." But I
like,
feel like on the East Coast, it might be
athletes
different.
you're right.
Was it?
Athletes get so much thrown at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like really, but you think about that. Like there's a list. Eddie Griffin actually said this list of like celebrities that have a like they're trying to taint. Like he named Kobe. Think about Michael Jordan. Like they tried the whole gambling situation with his pops being murdered. You know what I'm saying? That's an asterisk next to his name.
Crazy.
Michael Jackson. That they're trying to bring this back up after he was cleared after he
don't
passed.
Make no sense.
Bill Cosby.
It's horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Prince. Oh, that was a drug overdose. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like not.
My thing is this, like, and not to cut you off or anything, but you think about how many famous people, all different races, get the groupies, get all that stuff. Like, you know how many people slept with underage girls? Like, come on, let's be serious. I
mean, when somebody that's heralded and recognized for his innovativeness and achievements in what would I say the career would be? Just soft porn is Hugh
Exactly.
Hefner. Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner is praised to this day.
Exactly.
Really? Now, not for nothing, I just watched that R. Kelly interview like the other night. It took me a while because, again, R. Kelly is that was somebody that, damn, that's my man. But I also have a daughter, so like, you know what I'm saying? I recognize the ramifications of his actions, but not the smartest thing to do to bring your 2 girlfriends to a Gayle King interview. Like,
you already
like, my God, you fucking up right now, son.
No, it's the truth.
We got real comfortable. That's what it was.
Like, fam, like, listen, you are looked at for having underage girls, sleeping with underage girls regularly, and you have 2 girlfriends now that are 21 and 23. How long have you known them for? They've been under, like, yo, fam.
No, I think it was a time of silence for him, and I think a lot of, like, people have to start thinking, like, even when they talk to their publicists and stuff, it's like, why are they not telling them silence? Like, fall back. Like, I don't think.
Yeah, I think they are. They just get to a point where they feel like they're untouchable. Like they could do anything and get away with it. But
that's the difference between like the Harvey Weinsteins and the R. Kellys. Like Harvey Weinstein's not going out and doing an interview, but R. Kelly's going out and doing an interview. So it makes it like you have to be quiet. Like just don't talk until everything blows over at least.
I mean, R. Kelly though is like Harvey Weinstein was somebody that was always in the background anyway. But yeah, he's not. I think that they extended his trial or something like that.
I don't even know.
But even like the dad from Seventh Heaven, he was molesting young boys, and his wife. Was
oh,
the
you're
one
talking
who
about
put
my man. He
his
was in
name.
American Beauty as well, right? That movie.
No, not him.
You're
That's
talking about. I know
that's.
what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm forgetting his name now too. America. Jesus. It's
House of Cards.
Yeah.
The guy that played in Seven and.
Yeah, but the dad, I forgot his name on Seventh Heaven. He was molesting young boys, and his wife got mad at him, and she was the one who put it out and put the tapes out because he was divorcing her, and he had never said anything about it. He never really, apologized or admitted to it, and like no one's thinking about it or talking about it. And this was the same time as Bill Cosby, and we went with Bill Cosby. Yep.
And let's not forget characters like Woody Allen, like a great. He married his stepdaughter. Hold up. Like, this is something where society should have stopped and said, hold on. This is your stepdaughter that you raised, and now you left your wife. What was taking place prior for all those years while
there was a relationship built during that time frame.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Spacey was the guy that I was.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Spacey.
Still don't know that.
And Hez didn't even know that Kevin Spacey liked dudes prior to. It's like, oh, you find out a lot. I mean,
age of social media, man. That's what it is. And everything's brought out tonight.
There's also like the emasculization of black males. Like what Terry Crews is one that's always in the limelight for that. Like.
Well, Terry, I mean, he said that like he had a major Hollywood executive, or was it his agent, like grab him in the crotch. We had D.L. Hewley on the Wendy show the other day, and Wendy asked him about like, because D.L. and Terry have been beefing via social media.
Oh yeah.
And D.L. made a statement like, initially he was being funny, but he's like, if I had all those muscles, like I'm not gonna have these muscles for show. If somebody grabs my private area, you have now violated me. Yeah. I should be allowed to hit you, or you know what I'm saying, or to, like that's what
it's assault, man. I mean, in a nutshell.
Especially
defend
men,
yourself.
Like, men are so like prideful in that kind of way. Like you can't.
Yeah, but I also understand. I also understand Terry Crews' point of view, because as a quote unquote big black man myself,
imagine.
You know what I'm saying? Like
he slapped him or something.
You slap this guy that happens to be, or
a big shot too.
A big shot that happens to be
He's got pull.
homosexual, right? Now it could possibly be looked at as a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? And like your career is thriving. You're like, you think about these things. You know, I'm not saying I would have done the same thing in that situation. But
it would have been more of a reflex for me, man.
Yeah, you seen what Will Smith did?
Right?
Yeah, when the guy,
What he do? Like the dude kissed him or something?
Yeah, no, he tried. Yeah, he leaned in and he smacked him right across the head.
That was a reflex.
What are you doing, man? Yeah. Like.
What's so funny about that? Jay-Z called Will Smith right after that, and was like, "Yo, I just saw this. I rewound it mad time. Watching it with B. I rewinded it mad times. Like it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. But that was a reflex.
It was real. It was genuine fight or flight right there.
I mean, getting back to topic though, like
it's crazy.
Women, so like the feminist movement is booming. Like
it's booming, but I feel like it's separating us from the black male. It's so pro women that it's just like, I feel like there has to be a balance.
I feel like it's bringing women. I think it's evening things out.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do.
But a lot of people don't realize the feminist movement started with white women.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to really be careful when you're supporting a cause. You have to look into the history of the start of it, and because there's a lot of everything from the welfare system that ended up starting to break up the black family and empowering women, basically, to where they even made rules to where you have to make sure that there's no male living in the home and stuff in order for you to get all these benefits.
I didn't think of that. That's deep.
Yeah. So it's like you have to really, really be careful. Oh, wow. It's no joke. Like,
Yeah, that welfare situation, that was something that, they, black families were getting more from the government if they did not have the male presence in the home. And they would have.
I mean, it's bittersweet. I mean, because if you think about it, I mean, just off percentages alone, that kind of was already happening. The husband was incarcerated So if you look at it in that light,
that's
what they're used to.
Well, wait. Before you say
used to be booming.
Before you say that, the time. So I do know that after slavery was abolished, even though we were, black people in this country were slaves for a certain amount of time, the people of color who weren't working was not that high. There were people, we still were working. I believe we were on the same, we were actually higher, like teenage black men right after slavery had a higher ratio of having jobs than teenage white men. And after welfare was implemented, that started declining.
It's crazy.
Now, what the hopes for welfare was basically as the country's economics became better, people, those people who needed the assistance would then get better. That was the hope for having this welfare program. But what ended up happening is that there's still racism in the country.
100%.
So the white people who were on welfare were able to
flourish, get on their feet,
and get back on their feet. Black people still they were still going through hardships. And
getting denied loans for home ownership and everything.
Absolutely.
To date.
And they would do pop-ups on, black families to make sure that, okay, you're still getting assistance because there is no male figure in the household. You know what I'm saying? And if they found, remnants of a man being in the household, they'd cut you off.
Exactly.
So you have to think about that when it comes to, okay, the decline of the man of color. You know what I mean? It's tough being a black man. What did Cat Williams say?
I can imagine.
What did Cat Williams say? Like, to know what it is to be a tiger in a zoo is to know what it is to be a black man in America. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
Yeah, so I applaud the feminist movement.
You
but
do?
I do applaud it, because in its essence, in its origin, yes. I do have, when I was saying earlier, the questions that I have, okay, so and I bring this point up to people who speak feminism, strongly. It's dope. A personality like Amber Rose, very attractive model, whatever, known for being with Kanye, yada, 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 cool. You know what I mean? Now she's a person, when it comes to people of color, she's in the forefront of feminism with her, okay, she has this annual slut walk that she does. Now, okay, cool. You want to call it that? That's dope. You know what I mean? But Amber Rose, hate it or love it, she's a sex symbol. She's a sex symbol.
Line, yeah.
So now I say this, I pose the question to some people. If you're a feminist and you look like Amber Rose, you're beautiful, you're curvaceous, dope, right? But now you're pushing sex, which she's always pushed sex, that's fine. But as a man, her Instagram has a lot of traction of guys like that. I would think that if you were a feminist, and you still look like Amber Rose, wouldn't it do more for the feminist movement to actually be a little bit more conservative?
No.
No? You still have your curves. You still have your curves. I as a ignorant dude, I'm not looking at Amber Rose as being super feminist. I'm looking like, damn, her ass is fat. You know what I mean?
Beautiful.
I'm speaking as an ignorant guy. I'm not an ignorant guy, but I'm talking
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm looking at her because she breaks the internet every so often, throwing up a picture yo, fam, she put a picture up with the bush.
But that sexuality is the same thing. Yeah,
but that's her sexuality is what makes her so free.
She's embracing her sexuality, right?
Yeah, but is that feminism?
being a man in the media, like yourself, right?
Why does my fault?
No, it's fine. But being a man in the media like yourself, that sells. See what I'm saying?
But that's my point.
That's what sells.
That's what sells.
I look at her sex as well.
So
like I don't look at her ever feminist.
I think
feminism.
it sells, but at the same time, if you're this ignorant guy looking, it's like, if that's what she likes, I like her. Let's just let her do what she wants to do. And, you know, she's owning her body and
She's
her
using
sexuality.
her strengths, is what you're saying.
Now, Michelle Obama is somebody who I mean, no offense, I'm a fan of Amber Rose. You know what I mean? Physically.
I was going to say, yeah, you know.
You know what I mean? She's cool.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, hey, would I actually want to pay attention to what this person is saying? I'm not really.
Not at all.
Now, but forgive me because she could be saying some very pertinent and just dope things regarding the feminist movement, but I'm looking at your ass. Like,
no.
That's from a male perspective. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And
from a male perspective.
And please, people, don't come for me. I'm saying what an ignorant man would say. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's ignorant. It's what she's using her strengths, right? And that's it appeals to men. So we're not ignorant. It's just
it appeals to women as well because people now women start to emulate that and say, you know, hey, I'm living my best life and I'm a feminist as well, and I will, I'm comfortable in my sexuality. Yes, that's great. You can be comfortable in your sexuality, but I don't know. Okay, Cynthia, you're a model, right?
Oh gosh, very beautiful.
I was like,
I peeped the Instagram. The Instagram, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we all did.
You know what I'm saying? You got some pictures
Let me see her in person.
I tried not to put like 600 hearts on your page. I was like fighting it, like I don't want to think I'm crazy.
Now you've got some pictures that easily break the internet. Break the internet. Now,
facts.
But would you say you've encountered any, I don't know, hardships when it comes to like people actually discrediting you from what you have to offer other than your looks?
No, because I think they're gonna do that if they see me on Instagram or in person. So I don't think because I take like a bikini picture, I'm not going to get a job.
She looks fire today.
You know?
Yeah, but that's my point. A beautiful woman will be a beautiful woman. Will be a beautiful woman. Like I can look at a beautiful woman, and your ass doesn't have to be out for me to be like, damn, you're gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So
I don't see a problem with them embracing that sexuality. Meaning, it's almost like the art of war. Like they found that sexuality is a real huge form of power over men. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with embracing your weapon?
Especially like being a woman of color, because you have curves, it's always like looked upon as like sexual. You're sexualized as a young girl all of the time compared to like
Yeah, but that sexuality can move mountains, man.
Exactly.
It really can.
So why not embrace it? Not something that you could hold against me. Why not use it
to your advantage?
To work in my favor.
No, I get that.
It's just smart. It's like chess, man. Smart.
Is it? I mean, okay.
It is. They can do whatever they want.
No, yeah,
a guy will do whatever they need, and it's just they're just embracing their sexuality. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah.
Well, aren't women being so empowered today that they're forgetting about their men, their black men?
Well,
I don't need a man,
Now that's listen. I'm single in these streets. I'm single in these streets.
Single, lady. Single.
No, I'm single in these streets.
Marco Gloria.
No, but I'm single, right? And I'm like, yo, the women that are very talented, dope in their career, aren't finding men of equal caliber.
Bing, 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 bing.
That's always how it is.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now,
because
are they not? I'm playing devil's advocate again. Are they actually not finding men of equal caliber, or are they looking for what they think that they want?
I think men are getting lazy.
You think who?
Men are getting lazy.
That's interesting.
No, but at the end of the day, like facts, basically, like women today are paying for men, paying for rent, like literally the breadwinners in their relationship. Maybe not in your situation because you're successful, but at the end of the day, it's happening. This is real facts.
Ratio-wise, you're right.
You know?
I mean,
you got to realize we're falling into a very rare percent. The people in this room, especially me and you as men, right? She's right. Most men that I know of really did just let go of the reins. A lot. that I know of personally. And it's hard for us to relate because we're not on that page.
You know
but
what,
she's
though?
right. It's a fact.
See, I'm gonna say this. People have to understand, as a man, men are men. Men are strong. Men can be ignorant. But men also are very sensitive. I'm gonna say it. Don't worry, my guys. I'm gonna say it, my guys. I got you. You listen.
These days, men are mad sensitive.
No, but the men are no. So a lot of times, there's guys that are threatened by a strong woman. It's just, because they're not used to it, and because black men aren't allowed to be in the same places as black women. Like, as a woman, as a beautiful woman, you have a lot of leeway.
It's too much. Two different lanes.
Fam.
Two different
like,
lanes.
Not for nothing.
100%. I agree with you.
Like, I consider myself to be a smooth dude. Cool. But a girl with, of equal caliber, like on Instagram, she throws up a picture of herself, you know what I'm saying, showing some shoulder. She's going to get much more likes than me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but
I was gonna say. I mean, it's really hard to say that's bad. I mean, because most guys, for example, for me with my personal training and everything like that, I have more pictures of my shirt off than most girls. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is why he understands it. This is why he's like, actually.
I mean, and that's coming from the perspective of a male model. I've done male model. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, I think it really depends on the guy. So it'd be hypocritical for me to say I get that sexuality. They use certain shots that I've taken with my shirt off got me endorsements.
But generally speaking,
we could get in the doors faster.
Yeah, an attractive woman will always get into the club. Why? They don't want dudes in the club because they know if we have more chicks in the club, dudes are gonna come through. They're gonna pay. So we let the truth. Let the dudes stay outside. Women. So now, you throw on top of that like a successful woman and being attractive, and I've dealt with women in the past who, when you get to a place where you're the only person that looks like you in your environment, in your career, you start to say, okay, it's almost by default you start to take what you experience out in the workplace to your personal life. And listen, successful, beautiful women, I urge you, you can't approach your personal life the same way you approach your career. Because yes, like I just want.
That's powerful though.
I want a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, find a good person, and then you want to make sure that this person is successful. You want to make sure that this person, can take care of themselves, take care of you as well, and vice versa. But I think that in this society, when so much is glorified, so much, in my opinion, bullshit is glorified. Like, there's nothing that's talent has been lost for a number of years now. So we've been for the past, let's say, 10 years easily, we've been glorifying ratchet bullshit.
100%.
And now men are confused. I got to speak, as a man. Like, I still encounter it. Like, yeah, Marco, you may think I'm successful. That's cool, but I encounter it as well when I deal with a successful woman, and she's coming at me like, almost with this like chip on her shoulder.
Yeah,
that turns me off. I'm like, you know what? I'm good, because it's gonna take some time to reprogram the way that she's thinking.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what you said though, as far as you saying that you want them to have a difference between what they do with their work life and at home.
The mindset, yeah.
I think that would drive someone crazy, personally.
What do you mean?
I mean, if you live it, it's like living two different lives. I'm the biggest. I'm so against that. It's ridiculous. Because think about it. You submerge yourself as a model, right? Or in any form whatsoever of sexuality, and you go home and you turn it off. I don't think that's natural.
Not necessarily.
I think that causes conflict within the person.
Okay, we all work.
I think women are so strong, is what you're saying, in the workforce, and I think women have come a long way. Like, we've been to the point where we're not getting the same pay, so all of a sudden we're banking.
That's what I'm saying is I think that this classes. That's a class of woman. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't continue to maintain that chip. Doesn't mean they're going to get
kind of bow down. Is that what you mean?
Exactly. Like, I think like being submissive in a sense.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing.
Black women are submissive. Black women can be submissive.
Can be, yes.
Can be submissive.
No, they can, 100%.
Okay.
No, yes. And real talk, you need a strong man. Men have to be strong. Man up.
I agree.
But
today's day and age.
No, facts. But you have to allow a man to be a man.
Thank you.
That was on point.
What'd you say?
That was on point.
It's the truth.
No, yeah.
On point.
I had somebody tell me that one
facts.
time. I used to be so strong, and they said, Miyanna, don't be like me. She was like, this is actually Wendy.
You were strong. I've known you for years. Like, she's Miyanna. Like, yo, I thought Miyanna used to be a thug. And I'd be like, yo,
you don't look like a thug.
No.
That's the trick.
Be a thug.
Exactly.
Stop talking like that, girl.
But for some men get intimidated by that.
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, listen, huh? You a thug? Come here. You know what I mean? Okay. But see, like, not all men know how to handle a strong woman.
But as a strong woman, we have
facts.
to learn how to bend and when to bend. Like, there was times with my ex-husband where I knew, okay, I could do this, I could do that.
Hold on, wait. You was married before? Okay. I got to make sure.
But I was like, like, I had to let him do it because I was like, let me make him, let me let him feel like a man. Like, I could do everything.
Like he's contributing.
Can you give me a specific?
It could be anything. It could be, it could be anything. Even when it comes to, like, me helping him out with his businesses, like, there was times where I was like, okay, I know that I can do this and I can market it better, but let him put his ideas in, and let him feel like he's doing it. And I feel like sometimes as a woman, you gotta do that.
It's like soft manipulation.
But the funny
I
thing
was thinking, I was like, it's a little manipulation. But that's
I'm gonna
because
say
you're so good. That was a great idea, sweetie.
But real talk,
I gave you all these hints.
Real talk, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it strong. Women are smarter than men.
That's a fact.
Listen.
It's not even like that's just life.
This is my thing. And I tell dope women this all the time. Like, when women say, listen, I could do anything that you can do. Listen, you are so much doper than me. I love you because you can do everything that I can't do. Don't try to do what I do.
Amen.
You do what you do and more. You do what I do and more. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of women they get bent out of shape on, like, oh, I could do what a man does.
Competitive.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't
like,
have to.
Shorty.
We need each
got
other.
it. Yeah, they already got it.
Yeah, not knowing
we need
that.
each other. And the people don't realize, like, when you think about like kings and queens, like, if you think about the greatest kings, they had to come home
Watch Game
to
of
their
Thrones.
wife. No, but it's the truth. They had to come home to their
Exactly.
wife, and their wife balanced them.
That's
their
all I
wife told
want.
them,
The wife was running the ship.
Exactly. No,
Listen.
and people don't realize that.
That's
like,
a fact. Like, if you look at it,
come home, yo, I
watch
gotta
Game of
conquer
Thrones,
this,
people,
I
and you'll
gotta
see how
conquer
that
this.
works. That's facts.
Yo,
Come
Wolf.
to your wife, and you
watch
tell
Game of
her, like,
Thrones, son?
are
Oh, my
you a
God.
girl?
Not for nothing.
I'm hooked,
You
man.
guys-
Listen, I'm just hold on. My man brought up Game of Thrones.
I'm
All
hooked.
I want is a shorty to watch Game of Thrones with.
I'm telling you,
know
man.
what I mean?
Yo, forget it.
Let me
Yo,
find out.
Listen.
All you gotta do is watch Game of Thrones.
Game of
That's all you gotta do. You'll
drink
but you'll
wine.
understand the empowerment of women watching that show. If somebody doesn't have any knowledge, just
Right.
watch that show, and you'll understand
You are right.
how powerful they made the men. It was it brought everybody to the same level, and the men understood women ain't nothing to play with.
No,
and
for
it's
real.
not. And I hope that most guys, like you said, sensitive. They have an ego. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it, gentlemen.
If it
Fellas.
makes you, if it puts a crown on your head, yo, you can't knock it.
Listen, I consider myself to be an alpha male. I think you would consider yourself to be an alpha male as well.
Understatement.
Okay.
I'm all ego, man.
But I'm gonna let you know, I'm also a very diverse individual. I'm not afraid to say I'm sensitive sometimes, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's part of embracing who you are as a person. It's no
you can't
insecurities is not popping. You know
in
what I'm
my
saying?
opinion, you can't be an ill alpha if you don't have emotions.
Yeah, you
like,
need
you-
to.
like, Real
I
talk.
I think that's the worst thing that society has done with men is tell them, like, basically
Bottle up.
Exactly, bottle everything up.
If
you
I'm
cry,
upset,
you're
I
not a
tell someone I'm
man,
upset.
like,
Yeah, there's no bottling up. That's weak if you ask me. Hiding yourself.
At the end of the day, we're men. So, I mean, we still, we've been conditionalized to bottle things up, which is why there has been, problems when it comes to the communication between men and women.
Disconnect,
But if you're able to, if you're in a situation or a relationship where you're able to have some sort of communication, or you have thriving communication,
You have to have communication.
Yeah, you're on a good, you're on a good pace for your relationship. This day and age, I mean, I don't think the black man has declined. I do think that the roles have been reversed to an extent.
But society is trying.
Well, no, but the way.
Yeah, well, okay, I could agree with that.
And gearing.
My take on society, though, is why can't it's always one or the other. It's always the rise of women or the rise of men. Why can't it ever be the same?
But if they empower
Why can't
the
it be at
women,
once?
the women will eventually separate themselves from the male.
They already are.
And that's what
yeah.
the
that's what's
whole
happening.
program is.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you think we need a female president?
I don't know. We're sensitive. I don't know. Like I'd be like,
but
but what about the children? Could we execute could we get the children out of there and then all of a sudden throw them?
I don't know. At this point, who's in office now? I don't
Anybody,
even,
right?
Yeah, I could care less at this point, man. We've gone south.
Cynthia, what do you think?
I say no.
I say
Really?
Cynthia for president.
You don't want that.
She said you don't want that. I mean, not for nothing. If Michelle Obama ran,
Oh
like,
no.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm with it.
Yeah, she
I
seems like
don't
a
I'll be
want
with it.
woman.
Michelle Obama to run for president.
why is that?
Mm.
I still want, because she's a black woman, so they'll go at her with the utmost disrespect, and it'll just be. I don't want her to be disrespected.
Damn, you hear that?
'Cause
Like,
it's
That's a
not
good point.
even.
but that's whack. Why as
just-
black people do we feel like shit? She black. I don't want her to be disrespected. Which,
No,
yeah,
we
I
wanna
agree with. I agree with you.
protect her.
You're right.
You
I
wanna
think she
protect
would
her.
demand respect, though. Personally,
I would want her to be protected rather than just thrown out to the wolves. Like,
Yeah.
because black women are not always protected. So I don't
like
even
that.
want that.
Not always protected and erased. Like when you think about it, like I thought about my daughter, and I'm like, if I don't do something basically and continuously teach them, they're like Maya Angelou's going to be nothing to my daughter. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Because they don't teach that in schools.
Mhm.
So it's like eventually, and that's what I feel like society is trying to do. Eventually, erase our history.
Damn it, R. Kelly's son. Shit.
Exactly. I tell you what's going on. Marco needs you for these lonely nights.
Oh,
But honestly,
Hey, yo, pause.
I know.
Pause, fam.
I don't want to sound like I'm on R. Kelly's side, but R. Kelly is a victim too. He was
I
molested.
No, you're right. 100%.
People have to
I agree.
handle him and that situation, because he never got the proper, psychiatric help
Yeah.
or treatment or whatever he went
Most of
whatever
us
he
need
went
I
through.
don't know. I'm merciless when it comes to that shit, man.
I
Listen.
agree with you, though.
I really am. It's just me. He's stupid. He got caught. I mean, and he knew it was fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, the dude. He
I mean, I can't victimize somebody that was victimizing little girls.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
Bottom
true.
line.
That's true.
But the abuse that he had faced with his sister, like she actually
With
made him
his-
like stick pencils in her.
Oh wow!
vagina.
I didn't-
Wait, I'm
oh.
saying I
Yeah.
didn't even know about this.
Yeah,
no.
he was
Yeah.
Wow.
He was molested by his
family
sister.
members.
His older sister.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And she made him like go down on her. She went down on him, stuck pencils and all this other
For
stuff.
real,
inside
I did
her.
not see like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
God damn.
And to think of a child getting that traumatized, like you're my sister, like that's
Yeah.
great crying.
And
Like you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
read and
Mhm.
write well, and
See, I didn't do my research. I didn't even know that.
and then you just gain all this power. So
Yeah.
now you're
Yo.
doing it to other people.
Exactly.
I
And
had a-
he's been very sexual since he was in choir. I remember his teacher in one of the interviews saying that he was like writing songs at a very young age that were very sexual, and she had to tell him to tone it down.
Oh.
I had a
Look at what he
cousin
was
once who made me kiss her.
Kissing cousins.
Awkward.
Kissing cousins.
Damn, everybody got quiet.
She's
Damn.
like
Everybody
third-
did get quiet.
Third cousin removed. It's
No,
fine.
no, no.
Listen, that's the first time I ever shared that shit. Listen, no, for real.
Yeah, no.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I was 5.
I mean, like I said,
She was 11.
It happens.
But that's
It happens.
curiosity.
Is
I
that
mean,
why I'm so horny?
I think
No.
that's Marco's ridiculous. He's been like that since high school, though.
Wait, what?
Yes, he's been like
Easy.
that since high school.
What are you talking about?
On
You
the
You've been like
ground.
what?
Majorly advanced.
You thought I was. No, I wasn't.
Who flicks their tongue and stuff like that in like the lunchroom? Like,
Flicks their
I was
tongue.
like, no,
Listen,
your
no,
tongue was
no.
always all over the place.
No, people wanted to see my tongue. I have a long tongue. That's what it was.
Okay,
let's see the long tongue. Cynthia will be the judge. Let's see how long his tongue is.
I mean, I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was long until like high school. People were like, "Hold on, let me see your tongue." And I was like, "Oh, word."
And it was only girls that were asking.
See, it wasn't my fault. Okay.
Yeah, I was innocent back then. I was like, stick that tongue back in your mouth.
3 kids later. You ain't innocent no more, son. No, I'm not sticking out my tongue. Calm down.
Come on, Cynthia's going to be the judge. Our beautiful guest here.
Oh my God, we videotaping, yeah.
A Bobby.
I mean, I didn't think it's that long, but it's all right. It's ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah, it's a big tongue. It's a big tongue, listeners. It's a really big tongue.
So I didn't realize that my tongue was like long like that until high school. So, you know what I mean? So I apologize,
oh my goodness.
You got to screenshot that.
Yeah, I think you have to.
You do got to.
You should have took a shot of that one, man. Yeah. Oh man.
Throw it into the camera.
The downfall of the black men and then the big tongue.
Yeah, I know.
That'll be the screenshot when you see the video. Just him sticking his tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, it's like the roles being reversed nowadays. Like, there's this meme that I remember where it says, like, back in the day, your dad. This is a picture of your dad, and you see him like, slicked hair, with a motorcycle, yada yada yada. And now they're like, in the future, a picture of your grandfather or something like that, and it's, he's got like a Snapchat filter on his face and like hard eyes and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah, the emasculization of black males, like it's happening and it's real.
Is it happening in Hollywood?
100%. 100%.
I think so. Hey man, it's a lot going on right now.
That's that Illuminati shit.
There's a whole bunch of
the triangle.
I mean, what they say, like, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a certain extent.
I'm 100% a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
I would be one, but I like sleeping.
So you guys are on the other side of the table.
Listen, real talk, I could tell you, me and you could talk about some things.
I could tell you stuff with the military that I've seen, that hit the media, that had me blown away, that you guys would never believe.
I was supposed to be military.
I've seen people get Purple Hearts and shot themselves, and came back home as heroes. I can tell you stuff for days that I've seen, which is why.
Were they white?
No, they were all colors. You name it. There's people that got killed by friendly fire that were came back reported shot by the enemy. Friendly fire is when another soldier shoots somebody by accident.
Yeah.
I've seen so much that that's why I'm not a conspiracy theorist, because I would not be able to sleep. And I really can't. I can't sleep now. I have to take medicine from the military.
You have to take it with a grain of salt. And I'm a conspiracy theorist because I've gone through things that we will speak about maybe on
that's another episode. Yeah. That's another episode, man.
But damn, what did I forget? I got off topic. I was gonna say something, but the meme. Yeah, like, so. Okay. These days, men are becoming much more comfortable in like the transition from wearing baggy pants to skinny jeans.
That shit's killing me, by the way.
I see.
That shit drives me crazy,
man.
Talking
more about like how Young Thug dresses versus
that's
how
a good point.
NWA used to dress.
Like, okay, so like I've been on, like, obviously I've been in both realms. I'm a 80s baby, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, likewise.
Now,
it's like history's repeating itself, but it's really going in a bad direction.
When jeans started, like, I consider myself to be fashionable. But, it did take me a while to start wearing fitted jeans, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? And then, like, rappers, I started seeing, like, rappers doing it, like, and it's cool, but it's like, it was very shocking. I love Lil Wayne. But when Lil Wayne came out with the jeggings, son, I was just like, yo. But I don't think... what you wear doesn't define who you are.
Yeah, there's a line,
but
though.
it's kind of programming.
There's a line. I mean, these shirts look like skirts now.
But think about it. Lil Wayne put those jeggings on, and black, white, Asian, Hispanic, everybody wore jeggings.
That's true.
He's culture. Black people are culture.
So is he doing it because he knows that he's influencing people? Is he getting a check?
There's somebody behind those pants outside of him. You know what I mean? There's more to it than we perceive.
Not just his own creativity? Like when I
he's
think
very
people like
different.
Young Thug will put on like a dress.
Yes,
And
didn't Young Thug say he got husbands and shit?
Maybe.
Like,
or was it
I don't-
Jaden? Let's talk about Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith says Tyler the Creator is his boyfriend.
Yeah, he did.
But that's just more.
That's Will's kid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Will, yeah.
That's Will.
Come on, Will.
That's just him expressing
Will
himself.
Smith is my hero, by the way.
I know. It's
Is
And
it
that's
expressing
I
yourself
think
though?
so. I think that's a vulnerable side that we've been talking about that we want, to embrace. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Would you date a guy who said that his man was his husband?
Jesus.
That's hard because you already got to worry about women. Well, I mean, I don't have.
I don't know if I could date it, but I could accept you for who you are.
See?
So,
I can't get my.
I
head
could
around
accept you for who you are, but yeah,
I
like
think I-
not for nothing. I'm old school with certain things. Like sometimes I question, like, yo, I'm not a strip club frequenter. Is that a word?
I love strip clubs.
I know,
But
I'm
see,
like,
okay, so-
I'm a frequenter.
Exactly.
I'm a strip club.
Okay, cool, but see, okay. Would you guys?
Date a stripper?
No.
Oh, okay.
Damn, you ready to answer that
Oh
question?
no, I was.
We see where your mind just went with that one.
I was gonna ask, would you ladies consider yourselves to be straight women?
Yes.
No, that was too long of a pause.
See what I'm saying?
That took too
yeah.
long.
You see what I'm?
Yeah.
Miyanna, you didn't answer the question.
That
I'm
answer,
bi-friendly.
that
Okay.
answers the question.
Okay, that's fine because if you said
depends,
you were
I guess.
a straight woman, then I would ask you. I would
Are we
say,
on vacation? Like.
Yeah, it depends. I'm assuming there's got to be a scenario here.
but see, okay, so you
College.
as a straight woman, you enjoy going to a strip club where there's females that's dancing.
Yes, I prefer it over male.
Yes, male strippers are.
Why?
Gross.
Because the woman's body is beautiful.
I agree.
Mhm.
I'm a
100%.
lesbian.
I love it.
But no, but
The
like,
woman's
but
body is
I-
beautiful.
like, okay, I appreciate. I'm into fitness. I'm an athlete. I'm a former athlete. Yada yada yada. I think the male body is dope. Like
yeah.
I grew up, emulating bodybuilders and wrestlers.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to go to a male review though.
I heard that.
So
You straight.
Because society told you if you go to a male strip club, you're gay, even if you're not gay.
yeah.
So,
But I mean,
But,
like,
see,
but
but
that-
but
that-
let me ask you
like-
this question though. Society has also told you that it's okay for you being a straight woman to go to a strip
100%.
club. You get that?
Yeah.
Like, is it really on your own accord, or are you really being influenced by
by
a
men.
male-driven society who loves
100%.
seeing
Yeah.
women into women?
I think that
Yeah.
attributes
Case
to
in
my slightly bisexuality.
Oh, shit.
Slightly
Slightly.
Oh, shit.
No, but-
Slightly.
No, but seriously, when you think
That's
about
funny.
it, like you grow up, like when I was raised, like now they show like penis and stuff on the TV, but when I was raised,
They show
showed
penis on
titties.
TV.
No, but they do.
What channel is this?
No, but now they do. Like they
Back
do.
to Game of Thrones.
Compared to, like,
That's
no.
what they be showing it. Basically.
But back in the days, they only showed women. They only showed breasts. So that's what was sexy.
And they
to
only
me.
showed women kissing too.
Exactly.
But now
Mhm.
it's like men kiss all.
Exactly.
There's
You're right,
probably
you're right.
more men kissing on TV now than women kissing
Thank
on
you.
TV.
That's
Because
So
heavy.
I
there's
was
an
raised
agenda.
with that, looking at that. Like, so I'm like, oh wow, woman's sexy. Woman, that's sex to me. You know what I'm saying?
You used the word agenda right there.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
It's okay. I mean, right now we're in a time where being gay is accepted, and you want to like push it onto people so that whoever disagrees with it, it's like no, this is what's happening in our time. So either you love it or you got to get off the bus.
You know what? Yeah, I have a lot of gay friends, and my gay friends who
I love gay men, by the way. That's
Yeah, gay men
my
are and they're
favorite
beautiful
people.
too.
I love everybody, but my gay boys, they're very big. Like one of my good friends, he actually told me he's gay. He was like, "Listen, my gay friends who try to push gayness on straight guys, I get upset at them because they're giving gay men a bad name." He was like, "Yo, Marco, you're my boy. We should be able to have a drink, chill, make a joke, whatever, but you should never feel uncomfortable."
Exactly.
And
I agree with
I was
that.
like, "Yo, fam,
Bottom line.
I
with
appreciate
that.
you. I
Mhm.
appreciate you."
I agree with that.
But that word agenda that you said, like, there's people who feel that there's there's a lot of agendas when it comes to sexuality and this whole role reversal taking place as well. Now, Young Thug, is he a pioneer in this?
I think he's a contributor.
Yeah,
Well said.
Because you've had, other rock stars, but not black.
Yeah, not black.
I mean, Rick James.
Okay, that's a great point. Wow. You know what? Because back in the hairband days, cats were wearing makeup, wearing
Heavy
tights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like history's repeating itself
Rick
when it comes to
James,
these the
Prince,
fads, so to
but
speak.
Prince was very sexual with the ladies.
He was
though,
super sexual, yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
but
still
he
wore
was
high
gay.
heels. He still had on mascara.
Wow, you know what?
And a perm.
Wow, I can't even front. My man Mike used to wear
Yeah.
Heavy makeup too.
and you know what? Damn.
I ain't even
Yeah.
there.
So he's
Wow.
a contributor. He's not a Young Thug. Is a
Case in point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even.
But are these people contributor to the main plan of society to basically like contribute to the downfall of the black male?
If that's the case, it's been going on for
Yeah,
decades.
I mean, well, this has been going on for
real
years
talk.
since slavery.
now that I didn't think about it like that. You're right, but that means it's been going on for decades.
Mhm.
So if that was the case, then we should have been fell. You know what I
But
mean?
It's
It's
getting
like a
there.
roller coaster.
'Cause
Now,
look
yeah,
at it,
you're right. Now it's
there.
getting into that point
Mhm.
of complete decline.
Completely, yeah. I mean, then it's also like hard for black males to find good jobs and just different things like that. There's a lot of things that contribute to that.
I mean, racism is still it's alive and well in this
Mhm.
country. And, with the age of social media, things are becoming more and more apparent. We're seeing things, videos, and, it's shocking to us now. But we can't lose sight of the fact that as a man of color, we don't have the same starting point as other
100%.
people.
Mhm.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like, I have a daughter. If and when I have a son, I have to sit him down and let him know, like, listen, you have to move like this. You have to move accordingly when it comes to leaving our four walls, leaving my house, our house, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Until it's not like that.
I think there's also more of like a fellowship with black women. That's why they're on the rise. Because with
That's a great point.
I
Instagram,
agree with you.
no one can come for a black girl anymore. And I don't think it's the same with black males. I
No,
don't.
Damon Finch.
What'd you say?
I
I think she's right. You said you take
said
offense?
that?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just,
No.
I
my
just
God.
don't.
No, this is a whole
think I'm
different.
s-
Like what you're saying. We
I don't
just
think you
experienced.
guys have the same
Exactly.
like. No, you can't talk to her like that. Like, for example, when French Montana came for the young lady who spoke ill about him and his music, and he called her like nappy headed, and all the black girls were like, "Oh no.
Hell no.
Now there's more of a community amongst black
I agree
women.
with
French, he
you.
African, but he be thinking he black, nigga.
I know. And he is African.
You
He
Moroccan,
is
but nigga, you
African.
ain't black, nigga.
The Moroccans don't even want to be black sometimes, and the Egyptians. So, it is
But
what
I
it
feel like
is.
there's more of an awakening too of recognizing the different variations of black women stemming from Africa. Because first it was like, oh, if you have this kind of hair, it's only like that because you have Puerto Rican in you. This is that, whatever. When you look in Eritrea and women are walking around with big, beautiful curls, and
They just
like,
passed a
come on.
bill. They passed a bill on that. You guys heard about that?
Like the Cape
Where
Verdean
they
women.
used to tell
Exactly.
women of color that they had to straighten their
Oh,
hair.
the hair, yeah.
And they just passed a bill saying that that they can go looking anywhere they
And
want.
it's not just women, because my man who was a
The
wrestler,
men too, yeah, you're right,
Yeah,
men
he
too.
was. They made him cut
Cornrows,
his
dreads.
right
yeah.
before his match. Like,
That's
yo,
crazy.
No, the world's getting on board with that.
it's
really
about
are.
time.
But I
that's
think
the
women
thing.
are doing it at a faster rate.
The women are like, no, you can't talk about our hair anymore. You
Exactly.
can't talk about our bodies. And so it's like, okay, now women can have like a full-on afro and go
Exactly.
into,
Yeah.
Love it.
And
even
even
in
in
Goldman Sachs and
yeah.
Even skin color.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, when I look at my kids, like, I have a kid that's dark skinned, and everybody goes crazy over her. Like, her summer tan and everything, she'd be super chocolate. Everybody goes
That was
crazy
a little
over her.
gumdrop.
Oh, she's good. But what was it? Yeah, so it's like, and I feel like that wasn't something that would have happened a couple of years ago.
no.
But
not at
everybody
all.
this day is like, oh my God, her skin, and she's so dark and blah, 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 whatever, like about my daughter, compared to before. Like where light skinned used to be praised. It's a totally different ballgame.
But they're praising her because they know that this might not be praised. So we have to tell her as much as possible just so she's like, okay, now I'm on the same playing field as like a white girl, you know?
Yeah, and I've gotten compliments with my daughter. Like when I bring her around, they're like, oh my goodness, she's so confident and she's so this. And I install that in her. But at the end of the day, like, why are you saying that because she's dark skinned?
Yeah,
She has to be
I was
shy.
about to say.
And she has to be, you know?
It's interesting.
It is. It is. But I mean, like, as black males, do you feel inferior to the black woman in a sense, or do you feel like we are?
I said this personally before. Like I said, I mean, I can't genuinely speak for at all, especially being light skinned. I can't.
You
be
beige, son.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't be like, well, as a black, because I've had more opportunities than I've gone to certain jobs where there was other black men, and I got that job over them, just because they didn't know if I was Spanish.
And he has light
you know
eyes too, so
the
like,
whole thing, my whole. That's just said for me, it'd be hypocritical to say, well, I feel this way about society and whatnot, because I've had a different experience myself.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I mean, so real talk. I'm half mixed. Technically I'm half black. I'm black, but if you look at me, I'm black. But my father is from India. Like, I could be standing next to my father, and people. I've had people when I was a kid ask my dad, like, "Who's this little black boy?"
See, that's when you say that. The way I see it, like when you say, if you look at you, you're black. If I look at you, I see a mix. But if people just glance at you, they see a black man.
But you are also mixed yourself.
Exactly.
You see
right on. Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Point.
So, I've been, in situations as a black man in this society. I've had cops pull guns on me.
That's horrible.
No, yeah, I've had more than once as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that, you have to prepare your black
100%.
son for. Your black male. Women, because a black male is threatening. And when we think about the quote unquote downfall of the black man, it's like there's, as I said, the starting line is not the same. And going through what I've gone through as a black man, and knowing that other black men go through the same things, it's very disheartening. You know what I'm saying? I have to prepare my sons for that, and yeah, with and I've never been a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? It was never a case where I had the first time a cop pulled a gun on me. I was in the subway. I just finished. This was years ago. I finished at the gym. It was dumb hot, 181st Street on the 1 train. I'm going home. That train station used to be stupid hot. It was like very hot when you got underground. So
it still is. It's blazing.
Yeah, in the summertime it gets crazy. So it was the summertime. I'm waiting for the train. I wanted to take my shirt off because it was so hot. So what I do to not like offend anybody, I walk to the end of the platform and I take my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whew, hot. You know what I'm saying? I see these two.
Are there pictures of this?
I was gonna say, so they pulled it out because you had your shirt off.
No, well, so I'm gonna tell you.
Took the guns out, and they said, "Oh, okay."
No, this is when I was. Right. No, this is when I was like 140 pounds. Like this is what I was. This is remember how I used to look at high school. But so I used to. So I went there. I went to the end of the platform, and I see these two cops walking towards me, and I'm like, "There's no more platform to go. Like, they about to go. These niggas about to go in the tunnel."
Yeah.
So I'm standing there with my shirt off, and they're walking towards me. Next thing I know, they pull out the heat.
Yeah, but that's no point to
right
pull.
away?
Even if he was going to go in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Like right away, though.
What you say?
I said that it makes for them to do that to you.
Right
even
away?
if you were going to go in the tunnel.
Not even a warning.
Yeah, that gun is a whole.
I know, my friend. That's the whole point.
They was jealous
because I'm a black man. So they pull out the
even if you went in the tunnel, that don't warrant the gun being pulled.
They pull the guns on me. Get the fuck on the wall. Put your hands on the wall. I said, oh, Lord Jesus. I put my hands on the wall. You know what I'm saying? They handcuff me.
What?
Wow.
And they then tell me that I fit the description of somebody who, I'm dead ass, of somebody who robbed somebody upstairs on the street, 181st
Oh,
Street.
stop it.
I said, wow.
It's like 98% of every black man in the subway.
And it's
goes
181st Street, so there's mad like Dominicans. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
So they handcuff me. They walk me past everybody on the platform. They take the elevator to go back on street level. They're like, listen, our detective's gonna come by with the victim. He's gonna, either identify you as being the person or not. I said, listen, we could go back to the gym. I was working out at this gym back then. It was called Big Gym. It's not there no more. But I was like, yo, I was just there. We could go back there. Could ask anybody there. I've been there for the past hour and a half. Whatever. Cool.
Wow.
I'm waiting. The detective comes through with the unmarked car, tinted windows. Next thing you know, he gets out the car, tells the guys. And there was one cop was more of a dick than the other, but he tells the cops, he's
Good
like,
cop, bad cop, man.
Yeah.
That is.
He tells the cops, yeah, that's the guy.
What?
Soon as he said that, I was cooperative the whole time.
Yeah.
I said, yo, tell that motherfucker to look at my face. No, look, are you serious? I start wilding out.
Oh my God.
So the
You have
cop,
every right to. Yeah.
the
No,
cop,
you don't. Because,
Yeah, you
like,
don't,
that
but you
could've went
do.
really bad.
Yeah.
I was already in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying?
Still.
They
you're
still.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, she's right.
So then the cop that was
Ah, God.
actually more of a good cop goes to his superior, the detective, and was like, listen, have that guy check because this guy didn't put up no
resistance.
No resistance. He was been cooperative, yada yada yada. They said the guy had khakis on with braids. I have dreads. Like, you know what I'm saying? So after I started wilding out, they asked the victim again. They was like, "Oh no, that's not him." But it's like just like that.
That's crazy.
Khalif Browder.
Yeah,
Just like that.
just like that.
That's infuriating.
That's crazy.
So these are factors that you have to contribute. You have to keep in mind to like just black men of color. I'm not saying, hey, forgive, or look the other way when it comes to men just not manning up. But from my experience, successful, beautiful women of color end up looking and viewing their personal lives the same way that they look and view their careers.
I agree with you. I think it's time for black women to start looking back at our black men, and it starts to kind of like be more encouraging and not so hard and so super independent and everything like that, and to be a little bit more submissive.
Yeah, and black men could be submissive and behind the corners of closed doors.
No.
I mean, whatever floats your boat.
No.
Woman like you the one going to strip clubs, Miyanna. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
Yeah, no, I do agree that there's times where men should definitely be submissive. But I think on these days, women have to be more submissive and men have to be more gun-ho and ready to take on.
I will never let a chick lick
now, how
my
do you
booty.
feel about that?
I'm telling you, man. That's what.
What are we
Not
getting
an option.
into?
Yeah.
Is
I'm gonna
this?
say it again.
What? You see Marco over here.
I will never let a chick lick my booty.
Was you listening to R. Kelly on the way here?
No, because that's some shit. I've never done it, never will do it. I'm just saying. That's some role reversal.
We're not talking about that type of submissive.
Oh, okay.
That is the definition of submissive right
I've
there.
had chicks try that shit, like try to sneak attack. I said,
Not
listen,
even, nah.
I almost kicked the girl
I
in
had
her
a guy
throat.
ask
Almost
that
kicked.
before too.
I'm
do
sorry?
I had a guy ask me like, "Oh, yo, do you like whatever eat butter,
Toss
whatever,
salad?
whatever he
God.
said." And I was just
See?
on the phone like, "Do girls do this?" Like, that's like real
Man.
crazy. I thought
Hold
I was
on, my
crazy,
man
but
asked
Is that a
you that
black?
on
That's
the
a black man.
Wait,
That's
That's
man.
what I was thinking.
He
It
asked
was
you
a
on the
black
phone?
man.
Yeah.
on the
Sexy
phone?
too. He asked me on the phone.
Sexy too?
And he was he's real sexy. Yeah.
Freaky too.
Nah,
But I was
fam.
like,
See, I
I'm
don't.
all the way good with
Jesus.
that.
I don't want to
Christ.
generalize,
Listen.
but my man is a little.
Yeah, that's fruity, man.
How you doing?
Oh my God, he might hear this.
Ah.
Oh, listen, don't try to fall back now. Last time, my man Wolf, you was trying to go in. My man Wolf.
That was last time. Let's
Well, we got another female
sexual
here, so we
shame
good
him.
though.
We won't sexually shame him. It's fine.
No, it's not
Listen.
sexual. It's just personally.
Fam, you called.
That's-
You asked her that on the phone, fam?
Yeah,
Listen, you need
man.
to introduce me to this dude. You can't be talking to my sister on the phone like that.
It's
That's,
just,
that's some stuff to ask in person.
Right.
But
That's
that's like,
like,
but my
woo.
thing is you have to kind of like see if you want to meet that person in person. So
maybe he was just getting to the point.
Oh, you didn't even know him. You never met him.
Yeah,
I haven't met him in person yet. No.
So he was just.
What app? What was
he just went for it.
I knew him from Facebook.
Oh. Okay.
He went for it. He just went for it.
Hey, girl, you
Like
eat booty,
it.
you eat
Right.
booty, girl.
Yo.
Wait. I mean, just say like obviously like that. He didn't just say that. Out of y'all had to lead to that somehow. Or did he just drop it?
Still,
No,
I am not gonna ask no chick.
No,
we
I like
talk
to
about
hear
a lot
this.
of stuff.
Listen,
Mhm.
my man. Yeah.
I can't even like that. Oh.
I'm a freak.
Oh wow.
No more
saying.
Hennessy White. No.
Oh wow.
No, but it's just real though.
Oh man.
Listen, hey guys, I just want to
Fun
say
show.
it's always an honor and a pleasure
Mm-hmm.
linking up
Absolutely.
the Culture Society. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning.
It's the beginning.
Onward and upward, and
Let's not pick up where we left off.
And we love having the Barbie, the beautiful melanated Barbie here, Cynthia. And
Absolutely.
Yeah,
follow her. Shout out your Instagram, girl.
Cynthia Gitonga, first and last name. That's it.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Wolf, you want to say some closing remarks?
No, just it's great talks. Always, I always learn something after these episodes, and it's it's beautiful to be here. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Yeah,
too.
I'm
Yes,
pumped.
all
I'm pumped. I'm
blushing
very
and stuff.
excited.
It was so nice.
Next time we're gonna. I mean, I'm officially a country boy at this point, realizing driving through the city. So I've learned my lesson today that I'm no longer. I can no longer claim New York City.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it's a pleasure, and it was really fun, and I can't wait for the next one, man. Everybody stay tuned.
Excited.
Absolutely. It's Marco Gloria signing off.
Signing
Miyanna?
off. Yeah,
Talk
I just
to
got to say, women, I feel like it's ready. We have to, as we get empowered our men, and men step up to the plate. That's all I got to say.
We got you. We here. We out.